is. I give a fuck what a pundit is. I give a fuck about a talking head. I think the burn this bitch to the ground. They do not know who they fucking with. Can't blame them, don't even know themselves. I've been in fight or flight since like 8. Probably realized it when I was 12. I probably outdid they bucket list. With Fab was still wearing them bucket hats. Back when I was getting bucket stats. Just trying to prove that I was a man. Just trying to prove that I wasn't bitch. Took me till my 20-somethings. It's also clear to me what toughness is now. And I was on some fuckery. Got my priorities straight on my company. Love is the luxury. But I be damned if the leather ain't buttery. I be dancing on them when they front of me. Shaking hands, but I know they make fun of me. Funny, but what can I do when the faith's low? Feel the clock running out on my race, whoa. Said I just wanna take my time, but is it my time to hold? Said I just wanna make my mind, but is it still mine to know? Whoa, 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 whoa. Yo. Yo. If I had a minute every time they did it be infinity up on my clock. Profit or the profit, what good if I cannot stop it? Got this fathom carving, what if there's no way to walk? I don't know, mind full of places that I won't go. Chest full of hatred that I don't show. I gotta take that off my soul. Do I have time to grow? I don't know. So either pay me in time, or hit the road.
Coming to you live from the end of the world. For all you people out there, real, digital, and otherwise, I've been asked to relay a request. This is for Craft. City kid, you know, all sad and whatnot. Though at the genesis of a journey, you could say. Here's a hit with him in mind.
Something wrong in heaven, baby. Ooh, I swear something wrong with me. I can find something wrong in heaven, baby. But what I got to show for this honesty might be the shit I'm on forever, baby. Yeah. Would you still wanna hold me down? She said I see you be right, wanna see you be happy. What if I don't know how? What happens when you get to the top and it ain't what you thought? And you cross all your T's and your eyes all got dots, and the dots in your eyes getting small from fatigue. And they try to call you out, but they die late. That's my current mind state in a time where time's great. Shit, I be trying to make my prime wait. I got this fear about fear, and that I fear about fear. And I got feelings about feelings. I be sealing that ceiling. I be Sherlock Holmes of the stresses. I find all of them shits, girl, I'm extra. I could find the one cloud when it's sunny. I could feel broke in a pile of money. Try and convince myself shit why I talk a lot. Shit, I could bring sand to the beach and then stand in the parking lot and not even go in. Take dips in positivity, but gotta be thrown in. Something wrong in heaven, baby. Ooh, I swear something wrong with me. I can find something wrong in heaven, baby. But what I got to show for this honesty might be the shit I'm on forever, baby. Yeah. Would you still wanna hold me down? She said I see you be right, wanna see you be happy. What if I don't know how? I don't know that it's gonna get better, will I get it over time? They be so negative, these sentiments of mine. Know it seem I'm winning, it's my element to shine. But it don't always look the same inside as it is outdoors in the midst of cloud warfare. Trying to make them feel me where they don't anymore care. And been having recent success, almost as scary as failure to me. What if I still stress the people that's caring for me out? Until they make their way out, and I'm standing in sun covered in rubble from the bubble of my grayed out. And they waiting on emotional payouts for standing by me all these years when I would stay pouting. How much have I earned with my good traits? I be pointing out the bad, but in good faith. I've been trying to tell me that I'll be happier, happy. Make the darkness occasional, the content's everlasting. It's the type of beat that make me want talking cliches. Make me want turn my phone off for 3 days. Make me wish that all my dues were just prepaid. Make them go through like 5 people to get to me. Like, let all my messages be relays. On vacate, eating till my thoughts vacate. So I think I could turn off for a few. But if I never lose this frown shit, will I have lost you?
What's going on? Happy Wednesday. Good morning, good morning. We're a little bit early today. Isn't that insane? I don't think that's ever happened in the past couple of months. But here we are. Actually, no. Wait. I did that one early stream last week, I think. Because my stinking sleep schedule, but this is because of the good sleep schedule. So, I mean, equals and positives all over the place. All right, let's go ahead and jump right into it because we're kind of like in the hot spot in the market. So let's just go ahead and blaze right through it. So I took the liberty of marking out the important levels based off of what we currently have on the charts and what we could have on the charts. All right, as I said before, all right, we typically like to work with the market, what it has at the moment. But there is a little bit of visual IQ where you can take the information you have, visualize what could be, and then plan for it ahead of time. It's not that I'm saying that it's going to happen, that it's the highest probability. What I'm saying is it's a possibility. Therefore, it's important to note it before it even happens. All right, so what am I talking about? Right now, we have uptrend. We started a downtrend, which could be the B wave. Now, like I said, I don't like to use smaller time frames to take trades. I am still using this larger structure here, but if we were to go down to about a 5-minute chart, you can see downtrend, uptrend, downtrend, lower low, possibly leading to the next wave to the upside. Now, if that structure is built, that is a large enough structure for me to take a trade upon. This one not, all right, and none of these over here within this A wave. This one in particular. I know you guys might be getting lost in the sauce. So if we do see a uptrend after this that puts in a higher high, I could short that if we come back below the A. All right, only if we come back below. All right, and that will be at 21,745. So if we see a higher high than that and come back below 21,745, I will be shorting. Now, I'm still only going to be shorting, I think, in terms of hedges, but I am going to let them run a lot longer. Instead of taking profit at the 0.618 or the 0.5, I'd probably be shooting for the 0.382, if not a little bit lower, just because there's a lot of uncertainty in the market. So as long as we're back above 20,053, I will be long. I know that's kind of in flux right now. I got wicked out a little bit ago, but got back into the trade because we came back above. It's an if this and that statement line. There is nothing to be done except if we're above, I long. If we're below, I no trade. All right, I don't short, I just no trade. Okay, it's plain and simple. All right, now if we happen to continue either this downtrend that we're currently in, or if the new one that could start from the new ABC position, all right, if we do happen to put in a lower low at 17,592 and then come back above it, I'll be longing from there. All right, so we're kind of outlining the possibilities. Obviously, we can either go immediately down there, or it could turn into an extended structure, and then we see downside. So we'll see what happens. All right, kind of the same exact thing going on for Ethereum as well. All right, once again, took the liberty of marking out the downtrend possibility into a larger ABC structure right here. Let me make sure. Okay, we're good. Making sure my mic was on. All right, downtrend, possible uptrend already, or we might go into a 3-part structure, A, B, C, B, into a C wave. All right, so those are the levels that I'm looking for in particular. As long as we're above 1,005, I'll be long. All right, I have not gotten stopped out of Ethereum's long. It's still sitting pretty. And if we go down to a smaller time frame, like I said, I'm not taking a trade off of this. This is just something that I'm noting because I'm in a larger trade. I would like to see confluence, you know, telling me that we possibly could see more upside, because obviously that's the favorable thing here. And I would love to have a short hedge before the market dumps. All right, if we don't get it, we don't get it. Beggars can't be choosers, but we can see on the smaller time frames A, B, C formation. So hopefully we do see a little bit more upside. Typically, the B wave most commonly is the one that has a 3-part structure, and then if we are going to see another dump to the downside, the C wave tends to be pretty fast. So I'll be holding on to those trades if they do come to fruition. LTC's been playing with my heart, my soul. I think I've gotten stopped out 2-3 times on LTC so far. I think here, so maybe 4 times actually, I'm not sure. All right, but if we do happen to come back below $51.29, I will be short on LTC. All right, it has a much more significantly large structure, but if we do look at the current wave structure coming off of the C wave, all right, we can see A, B, C. So this is like really like a struggled area. All right, we have a bullish pattern, we have a bearish pattern. The market's really indecisive right here. So take it as you will. If you have another setup that's not as close knit and might give you a little bit less volatility in these regions, go ahead and probably use that one. But as of right now, LTC is my way to the downside. But hopefully we do see another kick to the upside, forming a larger structure. And then obviously we're going to dump. We should have the positions to the downside to help us, you know, not cry like little babies when the market is destructive. All right. I think that's it. Let's just check the US 100 first. US 100 has a bearish pattern on the 15-minute time frame. Let's back out a little bit here. Not a good sign. Not a good sign. All right. I'm not too concerned, but in terms of the larger uptrend here, we have uptrend, downtrend, uptrend. Did I just do that backwards? Downtrend, uptrend, downtrend. All right. As long as we're back above this level, I am pretty confident on the market. But unfortunately, on the smaller time frames, we do have this whole thing right here. It could be a retest of this local low, hopefully, but you never know. That could be an indication of one more dump, possibly putting in another lower low, but who knows? The SPY has a lot further ways to go. Like we said yesterday, it has to get back above 380. If we can't recover 380, we're probably going to try to start breaking these supports down here. And if we break 371, you know, like significantly and, you know, maintain below it, the chances of us having a pretty much direct drop down to about 321 increases day by day. Right now, we're kind of in the clear, but we definitely need to recover that low for more security. All right. I do think a relief bounce is on its way. Obviously, we have to recover some of these lows. Otherwise, there's just nothing to be done. Absolutely nothing. No trades to be taken whatsoever. That's pretty much it. All right, let's bring up the chat. Say hello for today. See what goes on. Visual IQ or visual cues? Both. All right, if you see an uptrend that just has a downtrend attached to it, you should be able to have a cue that there could be a C wave, or you know, it's a different structure. Just plot out what the possibilities are, and then as things get properly put in place, you might find out what the probability is. But it's also visual IQ, because some people can't even think. You know, they can't envision something that's not there. Hello, Kite. You like beef steak or fish steak? Fish steak? What is fish steak? I thought there was only one type of steak. That's steak. Fish is fish. But I get what you mean, I guess. I like both. I mean, depends on my mood. Hey, Austin, these things help me sleep. Maybe you'll get something out of it. If not, that's fine too. I have blue blocks. I don't take magnesium anymore, really. I used it as a supplement when I was on Adderall. Eating in the evening. Actually, I've been eating in the morning, and it seems to be helping me out a lot. Obviously, it's, you know, just pretty much just protein. Like today, I had probably two 6-ounce tenderloins, and probably about, I don't know, like a quarter pound of shrimp. And I feel like it keeps me consistent throughout the day. And I try to stop eating around like 5 o'clock in the afternoon and just drink water. That way I'm not, spiking my insulin, get my energy levels up before bed. I've been doing pretty good this week, really have. Last night, went to bed at 8:30, woke up at 6 a.m. today. So, feeling great. Been like that for 4 days so far. Let's keep it up. I'm worried about your cholesterol. Well, I'm not because I took my blood pressure today. I tell you what, past couple of months, it's probably been like 130 over 90. It was like 115 over 70 or something today. Absolutely fantastic. So, if I'm getting cholesterol, it's doing something better. So. AHD, good vibes, Austin. Hope you're doing well. I am, man. I'm feeling really good. Well, weed puts you to sleep, but it blocks your deep sleep. So, I mean, is it really the best for sleep? I guess in very small amounts, but I feel like some people just, they go ham on it too much. I got stopped out of BTC, but I missed the entry. I'm still waiting. I'm still waiting. Sad one. You're a sad one? I'm sorry. Okay, what's your thoughts on a 5% stop loss? If it works for you, it works for you. Like I said, I trade the way that I trade because that's what I'm accustomed to, and that's what I think is best for me personally. If you need a 5% stop loss because maybe you don't have like enough time to like, constantly re-enter trades, there's absolutely no shame. And theoretically, your win rate should increase. So, even though you're giving up R&R, maybe you're balancing out. You need to find out the statistics for yourself. I have no clue what a 5%, stop loss would do. You need more cholesterol then. No, 120 over 70 is, 115 over 70 is perfectly normal. Maybe a little bit high, but not even close to what it was a couple months ago. I was like up in the 140 90s. Trash. Heartbeats come back down. I'm feeling good. Sleep is overrated. So is health, profit, and success. Yeah, I guess we all think that some point, but I'm kind of tired of that mentality. Pun intended. What's my current body weight? I weighed in today at 202, which I haven't really changed much since I started like my intermittent fasting a couple weeks ago. But granted, I've been focusing mostly on, trying to get the sleep back, which it took multiple days of, trying to push my sleep 1 hour later, wake up 1 hour earlier, trying to like round robin it. And then one day I just brute forced it. And I got all the way through an entire day without sleep so I could fall asleep at the right time. That was hard. Like, I mean, when I was a kid, I could do that, but it's hard to do. Okay, is it true that you're doing TA services on requested charts on Fiverr? If someone is telling you that, they are scamming you. I do have a Fiverr account. It's paused at the moment, and that was for voiceovers, not for TA. So, no, I don't do that. Kite, what happened to sushi long run 3.8/4? I haven't touched sushi in months. All right. As soon as I saw how destructive their team has gotten in terms of the disarray, I didn't want to touch it anymore. Just wasn't appetizing. Pun also intended because it's sushi. Don't get me wrong, I like sushi. But, I don't know. When it sits out in the sun too long, it doesn't taste too good. Dave, I try to make sure that I'm doing appropriate things to my body. I appreciate the concern. He said, "You have too much. You have too little." Okay, just fuck it. Just maintain it. Just maintain the cholesterol. I appreciate the concern, man. I got you, Progressive. I know you were just joking. You had gas station sushi for lunch? I don't know, man. Like, I try to stay away from like store-bought sushi. Wegmans, their bougie ass has some good sushi, but I don't know, that's the extent of my store-bought sushi things. Using a margin of 2% risk, 50% with a. Okay, I'm using a margin size of 2%. Okay, so that'd be a 1% risk with a stop loss of 5%, risking a total of 1%. It's also allowing me to still use high leverage of 10x. All right, let's put in a random number, 10,000. 2% of your portfolio, 50%, 5%. Yeah, that's correct. All right, because in order for 5% of price action in the real world to equal 50% loss of your margin, you need to lose 10% for every 1% the price action needs to go down. Right? I mean, it's, the leverage really doesn't matter. You're still going to be losing out on R&R, that is. I work at Wegmans. Yeah, Wegmans is pretty good. I haven't really drove to mine because I want to try out Wegmans meat. Because I just been shopping from Whole Foods, getting meat, meat from there. Well, no, Fiverr. You got a Fiverr so misconstrued. All right, it's called Fiverr, and yes, the least amount of money you can charge is $5. But I mean, you can set your own price. I mean, I got multi-$1,000 voiceover contracts through Fiverr that only took me maybe a week to do. People are sleeping on Fiverr. Now, if you find a really good client, don't tell Fiverr that you're doing this, but take them away from Fiverr. All right, when I did my second deal with that person, we went through QuickBooks because Fiverr takes 20% of everything you earn. It's like YouTube taking 50%, Patreon taking 15%. Everybody wants a cut. It sucks. Hey, Austin, thanks for all the time you take showing ABCs. I like the method, but no success yet. Yeah, the market's been pretty god-awful, I'll admit. That's the thing, like, I like to use the hedge fund analogy. A lot of people like to shit on hedge funds. All right, but you don't understand the true purpose if you shit on hedge funds. Hedge funds' main purpose is when times get tough, they can maintain your portfolio. All right, so look at what we've done. I started this account kind of at the halfway point of this drop, where we had some good upside sideways price action. And I was able to take a $1,000 portfolio and turn it into about $3,000, $3,200. And then the big drop came and I turned it in $7,000. All right. So theoretically, it would be awesome if I could have kept all $7,000, if not grew it more. All right. I made the wrong decision. It sucks to suck. But despite all of this major catastrophe on the market, I am still able to maintain a portfolio size of 3.6. See what I'm saying? 260% more than what I started with. So obviously everybody would love to like 10,000x a portfolio in a bear market, but sometimes you just have to count your blessings and just look at how far you've come and try to maintain your portfolio until things start turning around. Now, unfortunately, I know a lot of people might have not had those blessings, those trades. So it's just pain right now. And I'm truly sorry for that, but that's just the way the wind blows. Kite, how do I know if I have a voice for voiceover? Do I need to take lessons? No, dude, I was like 17, 16 years old, and I couldn't even pronounce my R's correctly, and people would still pay for me. I guess it was my, my boyish voice. I was getting like bounce house commercials for the radio. I think anybody's got a decent voice because they can use it for whatever. I mean, there's different types of projects. It might not be the movie theater dude, but it can be just something. I think it's mostly how much do you know about like getting good audio, not only from like a electronic perspective, but from like a physical perspective, like your room. I think that's what sets most people apart. You can't just hop on there with like a Blue Yeti microphone and hope that someone's going to pay you thousands of dollars. I like built my entire room. It was insane. I had a 3-inch comforter from my grandma's house hanging from the ceiling by studs. You know? I went hardcore. Question, Kite. I've seen a whale buy $200+ million worth of FTX, but it didn't skyrocket the price. It barely moved the price. Why didn't the price moon with that kind of money? I don't get it. You're saying they bought on FTX? So like, let's say they had $2 million at 10x leverage. Is that what you're saying? Because that means the other part that's leveraged is already in the market. It's not like it's a new buy. It's already there. So, I mean, $2 million ain't jack shit when it comes to like the full market cap. It's not going to move price really that much. Obviously, it's moving price in some way or another, but it's not going to skyrocket it. Now, if it was to buy like something like, you know, KDA when it first hit the derivatives market, maybe that would bump up price a couple percent, maybe. Who knows? Okay, how to get used to getting stopped out of trades. Get stopped out of trades. Control yourself. There's no really easy answer to that. It's practice. I don't know if this like works, this analogy, but you know, I don't mean to toot my own horn here, but I was pretty good at video games when I had nothing else to do, which is still the case, but I don't play video games like that anymore. I was top 100, actually top 50, actually top 30 in PUBG. So how did I get used to not having my heart rate skyrocket when I got into gun battles? I would just do it over and over again. Simple as that. Because that's a problem with me, man. I mean, I would play Rust. As soon as like I hear a gunshot, my heart rate skyrockets to 200. And then my hands get all shaky and I can't aim right. But through repetition, there's nothing to lose. It's just another day. Therefore, I stay calm, I breathe, and I shoot. Climbing the leaderboards. Repetition. But I like what Trader Tom said at one point. He said, practice doesn't make perfect, practice makes permanent. And I mean, if you get stopped out and you constantly scream at your screen and bury your head in a pillow, that's going to be permanent. You're going to keep acting like that. So next time you get stopped out, treat it like you're outside and the wind blew across your face. Does it bother you? No, it actually feels kind of nice. Right? Might be a new opportunity in the future. Who knows? First person. Can't remember. I don't know. Did you ever hold any records in a game? Not like time related records, like I beat Mario in 2 seconds. But I was #1 in the world at Darwin Project, which was like an indie battle royale that came out, which I wish would have done a lot better. But at one point there was a lot of people playing it. And until some dude named Jatobo came along. Dude started using traps, which I just couldn't complete with that playstyle. I had Onward, and I mean I still have it, but I just don't have a VR. And it just wasn't my thing, man. I liked Beat Saber, and I liked all the relax games. Anything too competitive on the VR just didn't feel right. It wasn't It wasn't good. At least that's my personal opinion. As I said, I got stopped out just now and I'm waiting for a re-entry. The price is close to the entry. Should I wait or just enter right away? What's your practice in this case? That's up to you, man. Now, like if you enter now, you're probably gonna get stopped out and you'll have to re-enter again and probably get stopped out again. If the price is gonna come down and get back to the entry, which at that point you still have a valid entry. I mean, me personally, there's some times where I'll do that. Depends on, usually if my stop loss can be at the entry point where I wanted to enter in the first place. That way, if I get stopped out, I can just re-enter one more time. And then if I get stopped out again, theoretically, the price is going to keep moving past and there's no re-entry for me anyway, so. I haven't played PUBG in many, many years, but I mean, if you go back on my YouTube channel, man, that used to be my game. I really liked PUBG. I probably privated the videos. I'm not sure. Yeah, I have Make Battlegrounds Look Amazing. Supple Man does the epic clutch. That one was pretty good. I had like 27 kills or something like that. I think that's an exaggeration. Probably like 21. It's 5 years ago. Man. How life has changed. Some for the better, some for the worst. But hopefully it levels out. Everything just gets even. Have you ever tried using various forms of trading strats such as triangle patterns? I hate triangle patterns. I hate them. I do. I hate them. No, man, like everybody always asks me, like, why don't you try this, that, this indicator, this, that, and the third? Man, I've been through it all, man. I've been doing this for a long time. Or at least that's what it feels like. All right. I know that ABCs probably aren't the most perfect strategy out there by any means, but it's simplistic. It keeps my mind level-headed, and I can proceed throughout the many days of sideways price action without losing my shit and getting impatient and doing irrational things. And to me, that is much, much more important than having, you know, the biggest win rate in the world. All right, this market is not going to get any better. The only thing that keeps people in the game is time. I don't need to be the best. I just need to survive. Bitcoin will do the rest of the work. When we'll see Kite with shredded abs. Well, like I said, I have that first part of the video done where I showed you my man titties. So hopefully, sometime in the future, who knows? I don't know. I'll show you my non-existent man titties, my ghost phantom titties. I remember when we talked about ETH on this channel. What are you talking about? We talked about ETH today. I'm in an ETH trade. What do you mean? What do you mean? And guys, I think I have to quit because I got a comment the other day. Oh, by the way, the person who said, I don't like the little stare thing you do at the end of the videos. I didn't call him out. Like, I hate that dude. I just mentioned his comment and he goes, sorry, man, don't mind me, do your thing. I just love that. I thought that was funny. And then, okay, Mr. Alpha Gaming. He said, dude, why you stream? You are not good on TA. I just want that man to define what TA is. Because I feel like he's like the one that's like, oh, if you don't have 10 indicators and you predict that the market's going to go to this exact number, that's not even TA, bro. Same dude that cares whether or not his horoscope is a Sagittarius. I'm a Saggy Terrier. What? It's like that documentary. What is a woman? What is a TA? Definition. Use it in a sentence. The TA is where you make money. Yeah, I mean, I can't deal with those comments. Like the dude, I don't know who in their right mind wants to impersonate me. I don't know, man. It's probably gonna get you in trouble one day. I'm probably gonna be on 18,000 different watch lists for something I didn't even do. And they're gonna be like, he was attached to this YouTube channel. This is his Telegram phone number. And they're gonna show up at your apartment one day, Mr. Creepy Man. So keep scamming. It's gonna come back to bite you in the ass. I'm gonna make sure of it too. As the Mercedes, do you plan to upgrade? I don't plan to upgrade because there is really no upgrade path. I mean, probably in like 5-6 years, I'll think of something. Depends on what they got out. You know, I think I do want to continue to stick with Mercedes, but I would like to see a couple different iterations of their electric cars. I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't like the design of them right now. I don't like the exterior that much. The interior's cool, but it's not like... I don't know how to explain it. Are you sell your Flex Kite? No, not yet. Still just sitting in the Zelcore wallet. People believe that exists a holy grail because they don't accept to take the stop loss. The believes out there exists something with 1%. I agree. How would you risk manage a 1,000? Use 1% or less, man. There's nothing crazy to it. Now, when I'm saying 1% or less, I'm talking about your risk, what you're actually losing if you get stopped out of a trade. I'm not saying only buy long with 1%. I'm saying just make sure that your risk is 1% or less. Not impersonating you, someone, Eric Berger, they have funny comments like, oh, yeah, that's on every single crypto page. It sucks, man. I hope no one falls for it, because my whole thing is, if you can't tell that's a scam, maybe you need to get burnt at least once. All right, that way it's like a vaccine. It can never happen again if you get burnt, because then you're always cautious. I mean, I don't know if it's growing up on computers. I can smell a scam through my computer screen. I got smell-o-vision, man. So I mean, if people are falling for that, I don't know what to say. Obviously, I'm upset that it happens, but I don't know, man. It's like evolution. Oh no, we're headed to Bragg Camp with the Mercedes. Tell us all about it. Hey, I haven't mentioned the Mercedes in so long. Just give me a chance. Let me Ty Lopez you for a second. If you want a fast car and sand in your keyboard, follow this 1, 2, 3 step system. That's my sales pitch. I don't know if I did well, but we'll see how it goes. Hopefully this, the algorithm takes us to the homepage. What's your opinion about David Techbot? I think he's a very talented man. I don't personally like the use of bots. I think, it teaches people the wrong lessons. It's going to cause them to go down to smaller time frames. So as long as you can keep it respectable, and as long as you know how to trade the system yourself, that way you can fact check the bot. That's the most important part. Otherwise, what are you doing? You don't know how to do jack shit, but you're just letting this thing do it for you. It's like getting in a self-driving car without knowing how to drive. What happens if it fails and you need to drive? What are the best books for trading? Trading in the Zone by Mark Douglas. Whatever that name of the trading book that Trader Tom's coming out with, I'm sure that thing's going to be a banger. Shobo Genzo to learn how to control yourself. Most things psychology related. Maybe learn about the brain a little bit. How dopamine and your nervous system and everything like that impacts your decisions. And then if you want to get started on trends, you can do Elliott Wave, anything revolving around Elliott Wave, but I specifically like a case for modification of Elliott Wave. Hi, Kite. I am enjoying a win streak in trading. This might sound weird, but how do I stay grounded and don't let my ego get the better of me? Well, the fact that you're asking that question is a good start. I don't know, man. There's no tips or tricks. It's just self-awareness and understanding yourself. I guess just, get out of your own way. If you have a rule set, it's as simple as don't break the rules. All right? There's, make sure you're not sacrificing your structure. Make sure you're not going down to too small of a time frame because your confidence is up. Okay, do you have any thoughts on Prime XBT as a platform for trading CFDs, crypto, and Forex? Haven't heard of it. I'm sure there's going to be, legitimate new exchanges that pop up here and there. My fact will still stand until something happens to Bybit, which I don't see happening anytime in the future. I'm staying with Bybit. I've been with them for 4 years now. That sounds right. Best loser wins. I'm not sure. I have to go see what if that's on track to be released soon. There's so many books out there. I've been getting a new audiobook every month. I just recently got the Diabetes Code by Dr. Jason Fung. That's the book I'm reading right now. What total BS? Is that even a slight mention of C19? And your videos go on in seconds, but tell 100 people to send a 1 ETH. Yeah, I know. That is... I don't get it. Nobody does. Will you hold the longs if BTC goes above and below and let them battle out? I'm debating that myself, whether or not, if I do happen to get this short position, like if pump up to 1,200 and 21,000 something respectively on BTC, I don't know if I'll be taking profit or letting them battle out. Still debating that myself. Contrary to popular belief, I don't always have an answer. Sometimes I wing it. Why aren't you shilling BitGet like every other streamer? I've gotten plenty of offers from BitGet. I don't care. Like, I just don't care about most of these platforms. It's laziness mixed with I don't want to seem at all like I do any of this just for the money. It has always started as just a kid on the internet that doesn't know what the fuck he's doing to, you know, a young man alone on the internet that kind of knows what he's doing enough so he gets by, you know? I don't care about everybody else in terms of like the corporation chill shit. I care about you guys. Any thoughts on just playing ABC to either direction for scalp? Like long on ABC to upside 15 minutes and TP on ABC showing short trade. I did that in the past. And although sometimes, depending on the market conditions, it would lead to very favorable, you know, upticks in the portfolio, not taking advantage of really good trades and taking profit way too early was causing my account to dwindle away when things really got bad. Like right now, things are really bad. Last couple of, you know, major trades have not worked out. But because I was willing to hold on to that one good trade, it made sure that even with all of this shit that has happened the last couple of weeks, I'm still at least sitting decently. So that's why I prefer to really, really hold my trades. At least one of the two options. You do it for the Mercedes, right? Yeah, it's all for the Mercedes. Oh man, everything rusts in the end. I like nice things. But, you know, like I was even debating with myself whether or not I wanted to keep it. Right now I'm keeping it because I can't really find an upside or a downside to either or. You know, if I keep it, you know, probably the car lots are going to get filled pretty soon. So its value is going to drop way down. And if I sell it, I'm paying overpriced for a car anyways. So, I mean, like even Toyotas, Camrys are going for like what, $25,000 right now, and that's with like 50,000 miles on them. It's stupid. You know, I get good gas mileage. I don't drive that often. I can afford, you know, the taxes on it. So I mean, I might as well keep it. Will you do a collab video with Richard Hart? No, no, I'm good. I'm fine. I don't need the shout out. But we got 10 minutes left. 10 minutes. I gotta take my nephew to the airport today and we gotta leave soon, so I've been watching the timer. He's going with his dad's for the summer. So you know what that means. The kitchen countertops are gonna stay clean from cereal and milk stains. Soup woo? See what you did there. Okay, do you trade down with NASDAQ? I don't trade it. I look at it from time to time to see where the state of the market is, but I don't personally trade it. I trade individual stocks that might be in those categories, but I don't trade it as a whole. I like how we had that one dude that was like hex religious, and it was at this point in the market right here. Everything was kind of in a miniature downtrend, and Hex had like one more pump up to here, and he was like, bet you wish you were in Hex right now. You know, I try to be polite, but I said, well, I'll be careful, buddy. You have an ABC here. If we come back below, you know, you might want to hop out of Hex. And he goes, nah, Hex is the future. Hex is the future. Now, granted, the entire market's down right now, so I can't exactly shit on directly just Hex. All right, Bitcoin doesn't look much better. But we'll see in a couple months where some of this stuff is at. I do it for the farm. I thought you were about to go into a bar right there. I do it for the farm. I can't think of a rhyme. I'm sorry. I would rather fix barns or build some B&Bs than buy a Lambo. Yeah. I like, I mean, pretty much that's what I'm going to try to do with the B&Bs. I know you don't have a target on a trade. You usually wait for the market to give you an exit, but may I know what if the exit price got hit and turning opposite when you are sleeping? Then I'm just SOL. I sleep across my computer on that couch right there, and I have speakers, so I tend to wake up. Now, when I was not on a good sleep schedule, which I've only been on this one for 4 days, sometimes I could sleep through Hiroshima. So sometimes I did miss trades. I said Hiroshima. Hiroshima. I will drive my Lambo to the B&B. I can't do a Lambo. All right. Like, how are you going to... I guess at that point, you probably have your own private estate. But, like, dude, I can't get people that have, like, loud cars. What is the mentality? Driving through a neighborhood at 2 a.m. at night with a loud car. Do you not feel embarrassed? Or do you feel pride? Yeah. I'm giving people heart disease right now because I'm waking them up out of deep sleep. I just don't see it. I don't get how people are not cognizant of their impact on other people's lives. That's all. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, most cars nowadays have like a, you know, like a mode that you can trigger, which like it, you know, I don't know what exactly it does, but it makes it so that you can have the loud mode or you can have the quiet mode. But, you know, if you're not using that on purpose at 2 a.m., I don't know. Yeah, there's a special place in heaven's basement for you. The difference is that Bitcoin doesn't go around bragging how awesome it is with a bunch of Rolex wallets spinning in the background. Yeah. Yeah. Dude, don't get me wrong. I love my car. It's fast and it can be loud. But I just, you know, I tend to, you know, keep it in a little bit higher gear when I'm driving through the neighborhood so that I'm not blowing out people's eardrums. Because there's that one asshole that always has to run through the neighborhood. I used to live in a trailer park. There was a lot of low riders over there that would ruin their engines driving around in first gear the entire time just so they were loud. What's the goal in your life? Is it getting more money or doing something for the good of the world? Well, can't you do both? Because I need money in order to do things. It was always a mental struggle. Like, you look at people like Maharishi. with transcendental meditation and trying to teach it to a lot of people around the world. That costs a lot of money. So, you know, you see someone that's trying to teach you something that's supposed to be spiritual, but yet they're charging you for it. It's a conundrum because one, it almost delegitimizes what they're doing because they go, hey, he's a snake oils man. He's selling you something. Oh, but at the same time, it costs money to hire people and train them and set up shops around the world. You need money for both things if you're going to change the world. You do. If you want to change it largely. Or you need at least backers. Wojak likes Lambo. Well, man, I don't know if you're looking at Wojak as as someone to look up to. I don't know. It's not a good place to be mentally. It's Wojak. It just seems like nothing in Wojak's life goes right. I'm not gonna show a pic of the Mercedes. I've showed it before. I'm not gonna keep showing it. Appreciate the interest, but it's just a plain Jane black Mercedes. Here we have Royal Enfield. People modify it so you can quickly turn off and on the bike. It makes a loud... Oh, I got you. Alright, guys. We're at the 57-minute mark. I will see you guys tomorrow. Probably sometime around the same exact time. Maybe a little bit early, maybe a little bit late, but 1 p.m. EST. Give it a little bit of time, but check your phones once or twice around that time if you want to watch. Like I said, I outlined the TA. You know, we cover the TA in like the first 10-15 minutes. Past that point, like what is there to talk about? And when I keep making up shit, there ain't nothing to make up. It's lines. All right, so I appreciate you guys very much. It seems like even with this bear market, the channel's doing really well, and I appreciate everybody that shows up. Even though I'm the most inconsistent person on the planet when it comes to timing. I'll see you guys shortly. Let's do the thing. Pick a song. I think I'm gonna play more of Sean Locke. I played him yesterday on the outro, and upon looking at some of his other music, because I never have, I liked it a lot. I like this right here, Transform. I Like to Win. Almost reminds me of what's that one white guy who did the but shit, it was 99 Cent. Dude, he's on my playlist. I don't even know his name. I'm blanking. Macklemore. It sounded like one of Macklemore's songs. Like, at least the beat. Maybe Glorious? I'm not sure. Alright, I'm gonna play this song. Hope you guys like it. I'll add it to the playlist. I'm gonna make sure that the Marlon Craft songs I played today are also added to that. They probably are, because I just play a lot of Marlon Craft. But I want to make sure it was Pay Me in Time. Add to playlist. Okay, that one's already on the playlist. And Something Wrong in Heaven. That was not on the playlist. Okay, all right, guys. I'll see you soon. Let's do the thing. Bye. Bye. Bye.
I've been transformed, never going back. I've been transformed, never going back. Better than before, never going back. I've been transformed, never going back. This means war, ready for all that. I've been transformed, never going back. Better than before, time to react. This means war, ready to attack. I've been transformed. Funny how everything changed, new mainframe. Now I got it, now I got life in my veins. I've been reborn, far from the norm. My soul transformed. We are connected, brand new perspective. Synchronized, digitized, so non-reflective. Served and protected, locked in, I'm loaded. This weapon's perfected. All alone, I'm a one-man army. Oh, but with you, I stand a trillion strong. I've been transformed, never going back. Better than before, time to react. This means war, ready to attack. I've been transformed. I've been transformed, never going back. Better than before, time to react. This means war, ready to attack. I've been transformed. Picture me, paper in the hands of my creator. My creator. Press and frying creams, origami, caterpillar cocoon, butterfly by noon, shape shifting the clouds to beautiful blossom bloom. Perspective, color corrected, beyond the science of human genetics. Served and protected, locked in, I'm loaded. This weapon's perfected. All alone, I'm a one-man army. Oh, but with you, I stand a trillion strong. I've been transformed, never going back. Better than before, time to react. This means war, ready to attack. I've been transformed. I've been transformed, never going back. Better than before, time to react. This means war, ready to attack. I've been transformed. I've been transformed, never going back. Better than before, never going back. I've been transformed, never going back. This means war, ready for all that. I've been transformed, never going back. Better than before, never going back. I've been transformed, never going back. This means war, ready for all that.